So officially welcome to tonight's Millionaires Club chat. For those who don't know me, my name is Camille Westmoreland. I am the COO of the Jewel Tanker brand, and I'm so excited to welcome you all here. If you're brand new, please put in the chat that you're brand new so that we can celebrate and officially welcome you to the Millionaires Club. And so a few announcements that I want to go over. The Big Stretch 2.0, so you can actually plug into that. We have a few more spaces left within that opportunity, and the website for that is stretchforthedream.com. And so what the 2.0 is actually an intimate session, 4 intimate sessions with Dr. Jewel and Tanisha. You all experienced a portion of the Big Stretch in the Millionaires Network, but now it's going to be to a specific collective, a specific group of ladies, and it's going to go into a whole lot more detail where Stretching for Your Dreams is concerned. So stretchforthedream.com is where you want to go to get registered for that. It begins on August the 13th, I believe. It's a Thursday night. Let me just confirm that. Yes, August 13th. So it's going to be August 13th, 20th, 27th, and September 3rd. So make sure you go ahead and get registered for that. Also, our next club chat is coming up on July the 26th at this same time. So make sure you go ahead and mark your calendar for that. And then also, if you haven't gotten your copy of Kingmaker yet, it's been really popular. We had to put some more orders out in production. Let me tell y'all something. That book is amazing. Actually, she had a CD out on that when I first met her like 9 years ago, and I was like, this needs to be a book. And so she went through some other things, and the book was actually birthed out of that. And for any person who's married or desires to be married, the book is definitely a must read. So if you haven't got your copy, you can visit jeweltanker.com to get your copy of Kingmaker. Okay, and then let's see. I don't believe I have any other announcements. You should all be in the app. Make sure that you have your notifications on when we send stuff out. Make sure you're plugged into the Facebook group. Make sure you're keeping up with your accountability groups. What are those things that you're doing? I challenge each of you all to pull up the app now and go in there, whether you're saving cash, whether you're doing crypto stuff, whether you're doing gold and silver. I know a lot of us have started saving silver recently, and some people are saving gold now too, and all of that. So keeping that accountability up. Last announcement too, if you have not participated in one of the new member sessions, they happen every first Friday. It was just this past Friday because of the 4th of July holiday the week prior, but it's the first Friday of every month at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And so those reminders go out, and it's kind of good to get on there even if you're not new, so you can kind of see, how things are moving, evolving, and stuff like that. So Lori needs an accountability partner. So if you're looking for an accountability partner, Lori is there, okay? She is in the Maryland DMV area. So even if you're in that area, looking for someone close by, you don't have to be close by to be an accountability partner either. And that's good. I'm glad you posted that, Lori. Maxine says she needs one too. So Lori, I actually think Maxine is up there too. So y'all, it may be good for you two ladies to connect. Angela, hey, Angela Nicole. Awesome. So she needs one too. So that's good. So what I'm going to do is post I'm going to post a post in the app and on the Facebook group about accountability partners. If you're looking for an accountability partner, come there and comment so you can kind of connect. Also, let me see if I can pull this up real quick. I want to show you guys this. And this is something that we normally show on the new member session. And I think Dr. Jewel is on the line. So Dr. Jewel, you can cut me off whenever you want to.
That was good. I'll let you wrap, and then I'll jump in, and then I'm gonna turn it over to the CMO.
Okay, cool. My password isn't working right now, but if you go on to millionairesclub.org, and if you click on directory, okay, in the directory, when each of you registered, you chose whether or not you wanted to share your information, okay? And so it allows you to see millionairesses that are nearby. that you could potentially connect with to be accountability partners, to support, to pray, to link up, because of course y'all have some common goals, right? And so, yes, that's what I was gonna show you, but my password not working, so I don't want to take time to be trying to reset passwords and stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna turn it over to Dr. Jules so you can pray and, you know, share, and then we'll turn it over to Keita.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good job, Millie Mill. Everybody put COO in the chat with some flames. Yes, great job. Love, love, love you. Thank you so much for those amazing announcements. I'm excited you guys are on here. As a matter of fact, if you don't see your accountability partner right now, child, text them and be like, girl, I don't know where you at, but you paid your money. You better come over here and get this money, okay? So tell them, get on here right now. So Father, right now in Jesus' name, we bless you, we thank you, we honor you. Oh, gracious Father, you are so good. We thank you, Holy Spirit. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We turn our attention on you, God. We thank you, Holy Spirit, for teaching us how to prosper. Thank you, Lord, for all the disruption and all the changes. I thank you for the anointing to make history, to be a forerunner, a trailblazer. Thank you for supernatural thinking. Thank you for supernatural creative ideas. Thank you for divine partnerships and collaborations. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for leading us and guiding us. Keep us sensitive to your voice. Thank you that our hearts are tender to your ways. And God, I thank you that according to Genesis 24, that all that we put our hands to, that you're causing it to prosper. In everything and in every way, we are successful. God, I thank you that we wake up and say, oh, it's so good to be me. I'm living my dream better than what I ever lived. That we say that every day, that we're in the middle of our dream. And we bless you, Father, for all these things. Give us ears to hear and eyes to see what the Spirit of the Lord has to say. In Jesus' name, amen. All right. Thank you, Lord. We received that. Okay. So anyway, what I wanted to say to you guys was, a lot of you have gotten started with silver. So great job on that. I know a couple of you sent me, there's some articles on there talking about how it's a coin shortage. How somebody went to the gas station, and it might have been one of y'all on here, went to the gas station and they said, we can't give you coins back. If you have not started saving gold and silver, I definitely recommend that you start. Definitely start. And that information, those links are in the Millionaires Club chat, okay? The other thing that I wanted to say is really press in to all the opportunities that we have going here. Both Marquita and Camille have been doing an amazing job. They've been going live every day, Zooming every day. And every time I see them on there, they're living what we're going to talk to you all about tonight. And so this is, nobody's in any trouble. But let me say, we are in a virtual world. And so you have to start getting used to showing up. Like, just imagine, let me just do this for an example. Imagine if I was on here talking right now, but this is what y'all saw, right? People are already not really like connecting like that. So it's vitally important that when you come on any Zoom, whether it's here, ministry, business, whatever, that you come on and be prepared to be seen. Because this virtual experience, you want people to have an experience with you. Not just your voice. If you want people to really connect to what you're saying, then they need to be able to see you. And then when you come on there, you can't be coming on there crazy. Head crazy, talking about, child, I just got up and baby, Take you a few minutes and pull it together, okay? You don't have to have no whole full of, makeup full and all of that. But you need to have your life presentable and together. And you need to practice that. Even walking around your house, you need to practice being excellent. When I get out of my bed, this is coming off because this don't motivate me or my husband, right? So you just got to start practicing a whole nother level of excellence, because most of you have some kind of, your brand has something to do with empowerment, or, some kind of empowerment or wealth or something. And so people, you got to live it. You got to live it privately. And then, publicly, it won't be, you got to convince people, I'm about empowerment. I'm about empowerment. No, just become it privately, and then you'll be in the overflow. So we're definitely very much in a virtual world right now. And so it's going to be really, really important that you show up virtually and that you connect virtually. So that's one of the things that we kind of wanted to talk to you about tonight. Also, Keita, y'all so cute. I love my team. They're adorable. If y'all can only see our chats, it'd be so cute. No, but I'm really proud of Keita. She is an amazing chief marketing officer. The girl's a creative genius. Keita, I had some ideas too I gotta talk to you about when Quentin comes to Arizona. I was talking about maybe doing some real dope ads. But anyway, right now is just a time, and I guess we can kind of bounce. How about that? How about we all bounce? Off of each other. But one of the things that, because Keita helps a lot here, amazing here in the ministry, and then she also helps a tremendous amount at Destiny Center here, and then of course she has her own business where she's helping families and doing a whole helping families movement. And one of the things that, as a matter of fact, Neil, will you ask Ben if he can jump on here real quick? One of the things right now, Keita, people went from, there are some people who maybe just posted their picture, or maybe they posted the same picture. Let me just ask, from your standpoint, how important is right now scheduling like a photo shoot, creating content where whatever their narrative is, because we're in a virtual space right now. And so people are going to have to kind of connect with them. So how important would you say, because I know you'll be like, Dr. Jewel, time for your photo shoot. Okay, we got to do this. We got to do that. We got to keep creating that content. And you guys have even done that, even with the adoption of StreamYard. So kind of talk about that for the ladies, no matter what their business or message is.
It was good that you said that, because, I'm glad you guys, like she was saying in our chat, it was pretty lit and funny. But I'm extremely flexible. But the one thing that I really want to talk about first, Dr. Jewel, and ladies, that to really help to really paint the picture, to piggyback on what she asked, she stated something early on. And what she stated, ladies, was some of you guys have been asking about what's happening in the state of the economy as of right now. And so this is going to piggyback on why it is important to make sure that you really start to set your business up from a digital perspective. Because really what's happening in the state of our economy, you need to make sure that you have a full understanding of really what's about to get ready to happen and what's about to get ready to shift. Because see, the reality, millionaires, is that many major businesses and corporations, they are like 100% ahead of you guys. They already know what's happening where the state of our economy is concerned. It's just the average individual has no clue that we're about to get ready to go to a digital economy. We're about to go digital. If you look at it, so many stats have happened, and so much stuff is already happening. When you start seeing businesses, I'm talking about brick and mortar businesses, online stores, all of these things are actually either shutting down, or these brick and mortar businesses are now actually doing what? They're going digital. So what does that say to you and your business? So what I want you to do is, I really want you to get out a pen and paper, because one of the things that I want you guys to be able to do is to begin to write down your business, and I want you to circle it. Because see, one of the things that we have to do in this season, in this time, we literally have to solve problems now. And so the great thing about it, when we reached 22 million Americans that had to file for unemployment, it changed the game for businesses, okay? It changed the game for brick and mortar. It changed the complete game. And the reason why I said I wanted you to circle your business, write your name and circle your business, and I want you on there to begin to just draw out how within your business it solves problems. Because when we reached 22 million Americans that had to file for unemployment, what happened was it annihilated a decade of jobs that was created. What does that mean for you? All of the inventions, all of the jobs, all of the things that you're doing right now is going to be important. Why? Because now it could set you up to literally now employ the masses of people. So I have to be able to paint that picture for you as of right now, because if I don't paint that picture, it's not going to bring a driving force behind you or what we're about to get ready to discuss with you guys. Because you have to now see that what you have right now, the business that you own, you have to be able to start making the shifts. Because whether or not, let's say you are a hairstylist, the majority of people aren't going into hair salons as of right now. So you have to begin to do things a little bit different, whether it's tapping over into teaching women how to be able to take care of their hair, right? Or maybe figuring out a different method of being able to still utilize it. I have also seen a woman that literally took her stimulus check, created a mobile spa okay? And she took that mobile spa on the road. Now she literally is going from house to house. And what happened where other hair salon owners was literally closing their shop or wasn't able to reopen, she was literally had the ability to go out and create more income for herself. What am I saying? I need you to start pivoting and I need you to start thinking outside the box. Okay, that's how we have to be in this season and in this time, because I believe, ladies, that we are smack dab in one of the biggest wealth transfers, you know, of this time. You can literally become the Rockefeller of 2020. You can literally become that next big boom where your business is concerned. But you have to understand the time that we're in. We're going into a digital space. Okay, so when you start seeing JCPenney closing down over 876 stores, what does that say to you? That says digital. That's saying that they're going more on a tech standpoint, right? When you start seeing Walmart creating in Arkansas, they created a Walmart where it was digital. There is no humans working in that particular space. What does that say to you? They're trying to annihilate, okay, humans for the opportunity to go in and work in these particular establishments. What does that say to you? These are financial cues, but as a business owner, you need to make sure that you are pivoting and you're shifting with the times, so that way you can already start preparing yourself. So that's why we're having this conversation, millionaires, is because we need all of you all, no matter what your business is, we need you to start showing up now, not after the shift has already happened and you're now trying to get into the thick of things. No, you need to start doing things digital and start creating some things like that. So to piggyback on what Dr. Jewel said, now that we laid that foundation, after you have already wrote your business down and recircle it, and I want you to go back over what you offer and start highlighting all of the points in there that you solve problems, because that's what's going to allow your business to catapult in this season, because your business have to solve problems right now. I understand that maybe 8 months ago or a year ago your business was thriving but the economy has shifted. You see what I'm saying? So now you have to reevaluate what your business is doing, and you have to go back in with a total different viewpoint, total different strategy, so then that way you can meet the needs of the people. That's how you're going to be one up on the next individual that may be in the exact same field that you're in. So you have to be in a position of solving problems. So when we're saying showing up, we're saying showing up in this digital space. You're going to have to take it all up to a whole nother level. And there was some of the things that we had to start pivoting and started doing even within our own personal business. One of the things that I want you to write down is, I want you to write down, you have to have a likability factor, especially when it comes to being on social media or you're showing up from a digital standpoint, right? Because now whatever it is that your business is, people has to like you, all right? If people don't like you, let me tell you, especially from a digital standpoint, right? If they don't like you, they're not going to purchase from you, especially from a digital. That's not you creating a brick and mortar business and somebody's coming in purchasing your items and your clothes. You see what I'm saying? That's different. You're not in there. You're creating a skeleton of what you want people to love about you. So they just love the items, love the clothes, and they show up. But when you're now taking your business digital, you have to have a likability factor about yourself. Let me tell you one person that mastered that, Oprah. She mastered that. She literally, let me tell you something, she literally had over 30 million women feel as if she was their best friend, all right? That allowed them to log in every single time she was live online or live on television to literally listen to what their best friend Oprah had to say. That is because she had a likability factor about herself, which turned into money, right? So that's what we want you all to have, that likability factor. And it comes with, let me tell you something, it literally comes with time. It comes with you practicing. It comes with you showing up like what we're doing right now, right? And so some of the things that Dr. Jewel was saying, it was like, okay, Marquita, can you really touch on what does that look like with showing up in this digital space, okay? So now that we laid that foundation, and now we're tapping over into more of, what does that actually look like? Dr. Jewel made the statement when she said, okay, Marquita, so is this something with having that likability factor? Do you suppose to have, you know, the brand, right? Yes, your brand is everything. So the difference between taking your business from a brick and mortar to now having to turn around and take that brick and mortar business and now present it online, the great thing about it is that you can create whatever you want. You can create you. You can create what you want people to know or even see you. You have that ability, right? So what we're saying is, what I need you to do is create what you want people to see. So you're creating who you are. You're creating who you are even to come, right? Does that make sense? Because I want to make sure this is making sense. So it's not about just going to take another photo shoot and creating this image, right? Because if you don't have a full understanding of the image that you're putting before people, then at the end of the day, it doesn't represent your brand to the best that it could be represented. Okay, so that's where the team and all of those things also come into place. So once you now figured out, after circling it, and you have already identified the markers of where in this time within your business, pay close attention, what solves the problem, now you make the decision, how do I show up now online to where now I'm able to attract in this season the people? Where are the people's attention right now? Is it on television? Not necessarily. Is it on social media? Absolutely. So now you want to bring your business to where they are, and then you want to line your everything up from a digital perspective. You have to line it all up. All right. And that's where making sure the way you're marketing yourself, the way you're putting things out there, the way you're from the dialogue, the everything, even when you're online talking, whether you're doing live webinars, you know, what does your backdrops look like? You know what I'm saying? What does your lighting looks like? What does your camera looks like? You know, how much are you investing from a picture standpoint? What pictures are you painting? You know what I'm saying? For us with your business, and it can be whatever. It doesn't even matter what your profession is, but all of these things plays a major role, right? Because at the end of the day, a consumer.
That's good, Keita. I wanted to say this too really quickly. That's really good. Even like something as small as a selfie light. Like we're in a time now where everybody needs to have a selfie light. Like if I was to turn this light off right here, you can still see me, right? But okay, let's get rid of these. You can still see me, but it's not as clear and crisp. So you could get on, everybody needs to get on Amazon tonight and order a selfie light, right? Yep. Because when I'm connecting with whoever it is, clients, whatever, ministry, whatever, that light just like that made a difference. And it does make a big difference. You're right, Amanda. And so like we're going to my Detroit property next week because I'm doing some filming up there. So Mill said, okay, we need to bring your selfie light. And I was like, oh, that's a good point. Just go ahead and order it. I'm gonna keep it there because wherever you are, the way business is now, it doesn't matter. Because I was even thinking when we're in Arizona, we might need to.
We're gonna need a selfie light.
Bring that light because you gotta be ready to come to your audience, whether it's in the morning and the night, whatever, at whatever time, when you show up, even if you're working for somebody else right now, right? You want to stand out to your manager or whoever when you get on, like, man, every time they on, face popping, head done, they ain't coming on there crazy talking about it was a hard night. No, they show up ready, right? So just put that, as you guys are taking notes, go ahead and put in there, order that selfie light. I took it to the next step and I ordered these backdrops because Dee Dee Freeman, when we were doing chatter, I was like, you keep having this purple light. I like that. And I was like, Mill, these are lights she said get. And so I ordered the purple light. So now I just use them, not just for chatter, but they're just nice ambiance. So all those things kind of start making a difference.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So true. So yeah, definitely make sure you guys get that young selfie light, because like Dr. Jill said, it definitely makes a tremendous difference, especially when you're doing anything, whether it is recorded videos, live presentations, live webinars, all of that. It just gives something different. You know what I mean? It's more clear. Even if you was to use your iPhone, you know, just make sure that you're investing in quality stuff. You don't necessarily have to go out and purchase the best Canon, you know, camera. You can literally have an iPhone, you know what I mean? But the thing is to be intentional. You have to be extremely intentional about what you're portraying and how you're portraying whatever is your business, it's your brand, it's all of that stuff to the masses of people. You want to be extremely strategic in this season. You know what I mean? With what you're posting, how you're even sharing, how you're even conversating, even on your personal profiles. You can't just be literally out there just saying whatever, you know what I mean? And expecting your clients to literally eat or bite from whatever it is that you're sharing with them when your conversation is pretty whack. You know what I mean? You're coming on there and you're talking about some things that's just kind of like, but yet at the end of the day, you want them to come back and purchase from you, but they're looking at you like, I don't know about this individual, you know what I mean? And so just being extremely mindful of those things as well, even within this season and in this time as well, as you are developing that brand to be able to market in this season. Because I'm telling you guys, everything is digital right now. We're headed towards a digital space, and we have to make sure that we're showing up in this digital space.
That's good, Keita. You know, I also want to say in that is one of the things that I love you and Camille are doing is you guys are doing a great job at like reading articles about what's to come. And so whatever your industry is, you want to see if you can find like whoever's the top in that particular industry and see what space are they carving out. Because in serious pain point years where there was recession and depression, you always had this emergence of people that came out, and it was always huge opportunity. So in the middle of so many people being in panic and in fear, you always had these people that were in serious finding opportunities. I was, Ben and I started having somebody, this nurse, she comes over to the house. She started last week, and she has a membership. And basically she'll come over every single month and give us infusions. You know, we get to customize it. We want to double up on vitamin C, double up on vitamin B, biotin, collagen. Like she can pretty much put everything in there. If you want energy, if you need hydration. So I was talking to another lady that goes to our ministry that's a nurse. She said, yeah, I'm actually going to school now. She's Monica. She says, I'm going to school now to become certified to do infusions. So she said, you know, if everything keeps tracking the way it is, she can make 6 figures between now and December. So opposed to her just going into the hospital and working with these patients, she's like, let me go to people that will pay me. I'll have a mobile service. You can do 2 infusions a month. So that's something that's, you know, it's an answer to humanity right now. It's relevant. She's going to give herself infusion, she said, and have her mask. And she says, I'm not afraid to go into these homes because most of these people are willing to pay. They're probably already taking care of themselves because the average person's not going to pay. So when you start talking about, you know, taking what you have now and what can you do to add to it that's actually going to solve a problem. So I want to open it up now to have you ladies ask any questions that you may want to ask right now about everything that we kind of talked about, and hopefully you've taken notes and gonna grab your selfie light if you don't already have it, gonna be more aware of how you show up on the Zoom, right? Making sure you not on here talking about this right here. Right? Because people need to connect with you. And if they can see you, they're going to connect a lot better than if they can't see you. So if you have a question, go ahead and hit unmute.
Hi, Dr. Jewel.
Hey, Maxine.
This is Maxine. So my question is, in terms of social media, in the past, I mean, I had a Facebook page like forever. And of course, I had an insurance agency, which I did have a Facebook page, but really never did much with it because I am just not that social media person. So now that I have to be getting in that space to do that, it's like I find it very difficult to do because it's like I'm lost. You know, it's like, okay, what do I do and how do I do it? It's like right now I'm trying to have somebody building a website for me, and they ask me for these things, and I'm thinking to myself, like, what are they talking about? You know, so they're asking me for certain information and, you know, how I want to do things or what I want to do. And I'm like, I have no clue, you know? So it's for people like us who are just kind of learning how to get the social media thing going.
So quick question.
What do we do?
What's your business again?
Well, right now, actually, I'm doing, I'm fully into IM, but I'm also getting ready to start a t-shirt business.
Okay.
Okay, so now that's good. I'm gonna let you go there, but I want to deal with the what is the t-shirt gonna say?
Well, it's a lot of, not just one thing. It's a lot of what you would call it, inspirational saying, so to speak.
So you want to put you want to put inspirational things on the t-shirt, and who do you want to sell to?
Everybody, male,
You
female.
want to sell to everybody. So you want to put these t-shirts on a website, and I'm assuming, right, on a website?
Yes.
Okay. And are you doing it because you want to get inspiration out there, or are you doing it for profit, or both?
Both.
Because I don't know if a t-shirt business would be really profitable. If it's an add-on, like we did, and this was before everything hit, but like when I did the book Kingmaker, we were gonna make shirts with it to make it kind of like a little pack, and we talked about, you know, maybe doing a mug, and we were just gonna do this whole little package. But just a t-shirt business by itself, for right now, I don't know, like the markup is not that high. And I would probably recommend doing it with another product to make it a package. I would not just start a t-shirt business by itself. Okay. Speaking from experience, I have a lot of shirts with inspirations, and we still have a storage room full of them. I sold a lot, but there were also a lot that were just like random. Like people don't just randomly scroll through a website and say, I want that t-shirt. Unless with a product or a book or some kind of movement that would make people say, I want to wear this shirt. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, and this is good, ladies. So I hope you guys are really like paying close attention, because this is good. All right. So, okay. So let's back up. So you said you're in with IM. So you're in a digital space.
Right.
You're learning a digital educational skill. And on top of that, your focus within it is to be able to help other people to learn this particular space in this digital space, right? Yes. But as of right now, one of the things were you going to partner your t-shirt in conjunction with what you're doing with IM, or was it two separate?
Exactly.
Okay, it was going to be in conjunction with what you're doing. So the inspiration would come from that, within that. Okay, so what I really would like, because see, one of the things that you said too is that you don't even have a presence even on social media, okay? So what happens when you're trying to start even not just one business, but you're trying to add on to another business, but yet still trying to develop yourself from a social standpoint, you need to focus on one thing, and then you start to add on to those things. So just like what Dr. Jules said, that in the season that we're in right now, production is low. There's not a lot of people even with putting out stuff, whether they're making, designing, depending on what type of company you're trying to go with. You know, they're still now getting the economy back into a movement as of right now. So trying to look at it from a production standpoint of having all of this inventory you see what I'm saying, on hand, where it's not actually going out as of right now, because you're still trying to develop a brand to where people would turn around in conjunction want to purchase the sayings that you're going to have, because I'm pretty sure the sayings that you're going to have will kind of coincide with the opportunity that you're doing, right?
Right,
And if
correct.
that's the case, we need to build your following within your business that allows your people, when you create whatever you're creating, the inventory can just completely fall off the shelf versus something that you paid out and you're still sitting on it as you develop a brand. So in this moment, I was still, at this point, I want focus in on t-shirts. You can still create from a writing down, whether it's whatever the things that you wanted to say, but I would put my focus and my attention into building your brand. And I would literally, what would be your why? This would be the biggest question, because in the field that you're in, and we're in a digital space, you need to have a why with a likability about you in this particular space that causes people to want to partner with you within this space, that helps you to grow your business, which creates more content that you can eventually put on t-shirts, put on mugs that you can sell within your organization, within your team, because now your team will become a representation of the very thing that you become. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
So what you need to do as of right now is we need to start getting you to now plugging into social media, okay? Creating a Facebook. You see what I'm saying?
I do have a Facebook page. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you have a Facebook page. So since you now, so you have a Facebook page. How long have you had the Facebook page?
Like forever.
So forever. Okay, so my question to you is this: how many people that are following you on that Facebook page as of right now?
I do have quite a lot. I think I have about 1,900 members, friends.
Okay, 1,900 members. Okay, so do me a favor, since we're talking about showing up, are you in a place to where you can show up?
Right now?
Yes, right now, because I'm teaching you how to become likable. Because what happens is, if we can't see you, not just if we can't see you, but if you're trying to build a brand around, hey, there we go. How you doing? There you go. Yes. Now all the millionaires is giving her what's up. So now what's happening, this is breaking it's breaking those spheres that we have, or what we think people may think of us when they see us, or because see, with the business that you have, there's a lot of online presence that you have to have. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of Facebook Lives that you're going to be doing, a lot of StreamYards. There's a lot of you talking about the space that you're in to help to draw people to want to become a part of what Maxine has. So that's why I need you to write out your why as to why you decided to do the business that you're in, and even stepping over into the field that you're in. And that's going to come with really educating yourself in what's happening in the season and the time that we're in as of right now, on top of you already having your why. My why factor in one of the businesses that I do within that is because my biggest thing is lack. I hate lack, and I hate lack for people. And that's one of my main biggest reasons, right? And the second main biggest reason for me is that I enjoy and I love helping others, helping families, right?
I love
and so
helping
with
people.
it, I begin to educate, right? So I begin to educate myself in what's happening in the state of the economy. So then what happens, my goal, I have a specific tribe, right? So see, the thing is, you can't market to everybody, right? You have to know who your tribe is. So it makes it easier for you when you do show up on social media, when you already start putting a brand out there, then people know, oh, this is Maxine, this is what she does. You see what I'm saying? And so it makes it easier for you to start posting certain things on social media, to start sharing content. You see what I'm saying? But if you don't have all of these written down or in place, then now it makes it scary. Like how you like, I don't know, they just seem so like it's so much. I'm trying to play catch up. This is why we need you to catch up now. We don't need you to catch up later after the curveball has already happened. We need you to write down who your specific tribe is, the people that you are targeting in the field that you're in, right? Okay, in the field that you're in, who are you targeting? But that all goes back to your why. Your why will always be that. Dr. Jewel, if you look at her particular why is to be able to educate from a financial standpoint, right? So she will always come from that perspective. She would never deviate from that. Anything that comes outside of that would look like health, would look like, you see what I'm saying? Mentorship, mindset. Those are extensions from her main why. So you have to create your main why, and you do have extensions from that, from your main why, but that becomes your tribe. So that's why you are attracted to the Millionairess Club, because of what Dr. Jewel carries. You see what I'm saying? From she is more bold. So you may be attracted to the in your face, right? The more, the way her personality is strong, because see, you can pull from those things, right? So now if you pull from that, you become that in your face, leaning up to the camera more. So I want you to sit up straight for me. Okay, and then what I want you to do, there you go. I want you to lean into the camera, because see what happens, and I want you to look into the dot of the camera, because see what happens is this, when you are actually, see people, I can now communicate with you. So when you're here, but when you're here, I'm listening, the voice, you see what I'm saying? It's projecting, you have my attention. But when you're here, that's where the insecurities come. That's where you're a little bit of timid, you're scared. You see what I'm saying? You're unsure of some of the things, and it comes across that way. Even you can still, see the thing is, you can still be here and still have some type of fear in some way, right? But your audience would never know, because Holy Spirit is definitely in the back coming in, and he's just, making everything look great. So this is how you show up right here. You show up with making sure that that camera, that framing is perfect, but it's not like this, right? But this is helping. And I'm so excited that you shared, because it's helping everyone else that's listening. You see what I'm saying? To be able to show up in their business. And that's how it's going to really help you when you start to rewrite back down everything, rewrite back out your why, keep what your business is as your main focus, and start working on, getting those things that you need in place, so you can start having a tremendous flow. I'm talking about a flow in business. Figure out that why, and then I want you to research that why, behind your why, because in conjunction with the economy, because that's what's going to pull the people to want to become a part of the actual business that you have. Not what everybody else on here has, but the one that you're working. You have to not only have a likability about yourself, but people have to know that you're confident. People follow leaders that are confident. And see, even as leaders, we work it out even in our confidence, but you will never know. You see what I'm saying? Because we still show up, and in us working it out, we develop, we get stronger, we get better. You see what I'm saying? Even in that. So I hope that helps.
It did. Thank you.
It does make a difference too. That was so good, Maxine. You did great.
Yes, thank you.
I'm talking to y'all like this. All right. Next, any other questions?
Somebody asked Keita, how do you know who your tribe is?
That's so good. You know who your tribe is, just exactly what we stated. What's your why? Your why factor. What's your why? What do you, like what I said in the beginning, my why is in whatever business you're in. So that's the thing, okay? So if you're in the financial space, or if you're in the hair space, if you're in, whatever arena space you're in, you have to figure out what your why is. You see what I'm saying? Because online, this is strictly around being online presence, okay? So I hope this is making sense. From a digital standpoint, you have to know who your target market is. For me, mine is families. I'm a mom, right? I'm a mom, I'm a wife, so families is for me. I love to educate people, okay? I love educating people, because at one point, I needed to be educated, okay? I was illiterate to a lot of different things where finances and global economics and money was concerned. So it became a passion for me. And so that became a why for me. And that why turned into me digging into more of wanting to learn that particular, skill set that caused me to now, when I show up in my online, on my presence, I'm looking for people I'm not looking for people that I'm trying to take from, let's say, from the bottom all the way to the bottom, from the poor to the middle. Like, I'm looking for individuals that already have an open mind, That's my tribe. My tribe are the open mind people that are looking for opportunities, okay? I'm not looking to convince you of an opportunity.
Right.
I'm looking for the individual that is looking for me, because they are open, their eyes are open for opportunity. So you see what I'm saying? So it makes it easy for me if I'm speaking to them, or if I'm speaking in general, my tribe is attracted to me because they're like, oh, that's me. I'm the one that's open for opportunity. I've been looking for something, but I just didn't know what it was. You see what I'm saying? And so they're attracted to me because I'm speaking their language. That's how you figure out who your tribe is. It's not just always from a physical exterior, but it's more so really what that why is. So you can be in nursing, right? And you can have a passion for nursing. So that means somewhere in there with whatever your business is tied into, whether it's nursing, is targeting people in that particular field. So now you're targeting people with a certain type of mindset. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you find your tribe. You know, so my tribe is really cool. They're the money makers. They don't want, they want to make money, but they've been always trying to figure out how to make it. That's my tribe. That's what I'm looking for. So good question.
I just wanted to show this right quick because when Keita was talking to Maxine, and you know, Maxine was talking about her shirt line, and then Keita was talking about how you can kind of bring it into what you have. So I had to run to my dryer real quick and show y'all this shirt. So with our helping families, one of the things we was talking about with the whole stimulus check, we were able to create a shirt for our team that says Forex is your stimulus check. So we were able to play off of that because it was something that people were passionate about within the tribe, as Marquita mentioned. So that was something to be able to leverage from a financial standpoint, because you were able to target that particular audience versus just having a whole bunch of shirts. It was like, okay, let's target this. So as soon as we posted it, everybody was like, I need a size this, I need a size that. So they started running out. And so that was kind of just to show you an example of what she meant, you know. So not saying don't do a shirt, but focus on one thing, get that nucleus set, get that system set, so that when you drop it, people be ready to pull it. And so, and that's similar to what Dr. Jewel did. Like, she been building, and then as soon as she dropped Kingmaker, we had to do a whole nother order because they sold out, you know. So she prepared it. And so what you do is do those things that lead them up to, so that you don't end up having all this inventory, but people are so, you know, consumed or, you know, whatever with what you're doing and what you're bringing to the table, that they want anything that stands for that movement, that brings out that movement that you represent. So I just wanted to share.
And that's good, Camille, because what she said with Kingmaker, you guys, which is so cool, if you pay attention even within what Dr. Jewel talks about, what she posts, what she shares things that creates a woman, that helps a woman to want to be, like, pulls not only the best out of her. So when you see her posting stuff with her and her husband, her and Dr. Ben, right? And they're out and she is pouring into him, or she's doing some things that is family oriented, or it is, you know, blessing someone else. What happens is when she puts a Kingmaker out there, you have watched. You see what I'm saying? It's really like she's preparing her audience for what's to come. So you write down all of these things, but that doesn't mean that everything that you wrote down has to automatically come out at one time. No, you set it up. So you write all of these things that come out of your, because I'm telling you, as a business owner and as a creator, you always have tons of things that you're creating all the time. So that's right, you're setting the stage, you're building it up. So in the background, you are writing all of these things down, right? Okay, I want to do this, I want to incorporate this, I want to do this, but you're also putting this stuff in front of your audience so they're able to see who you are as a person. Why? Because that's the likability factor. She created a likability factor about her that in turn, whenever she puts anything out there, people want that because they're like, she's gorgeous, for one. You know, on top of that, oh my gosh, she has an amazing family, right? Great husband. You know, she's doing all of these things from a business standpoint, and she's constantly moving. I'm pretty sure if I'm married or if I'm single, she can teach me how to create a king, right? She can teach me how to prepare, you know, to be prepared for that king. So she has set the stage for you. She have started setting the foundation. So that's what we mean with creating stuff for people. And then once you do that, people purchase anything. They would buy anything that you have, but you got to create a likability factor about whatever it is that you're doing. And you have to stay true to you, true to your brand. And you just have to step out.
That's good. And, you know, and don't forget, people like to see your imperfections. They like to see that you don't have it all together. They like to, because I'll let people know, I'll be like, okay, you're annoying me right now. Like he said something about my lashes today. I told him, you better be glad it was funny. Talking about my lashes grew through 3 inches. And he acted like he was about to say something so profound. I told him, we went to dinner. I was like, you better be glad that was funny, because otherwise you would have been on the couch, bruh. But I let him, he'll say anything. So, but if I wasn't secure in who I was, then I might have got offended by that. Or if he wasn't secure in who he was, because we joke on each other. Everybody can't joke on each other like we do. Because some people are like, how do you handle? I'm like, child, that's just who he is, whatever. But my point is like, don't feel like whatever your brand is, that it has to be perfect. Let people see y'all clown each other, or you annoy each other, or I'm not talking about just marriage. I'm just saying, period, as a leader, you don't have to feel like you got it all together. You'd be like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna figure it out. Let them see those real moments, because then it's like they really buy into whatever you're talking about. Because if they think everything about you is perfect, they're gonna be like, it's unachievable. Any other questions?
Hey, Dr. Jewel and Marquita. Oh my God, this is so timely. Y'all don't know, I just had a call on Friday. I'm a minister and a nurse, and my tribe is pregnant and breastfeeding moms. So I received a small mini grant to do our faith-based breastfeeding support groups, but because of COVID, I'm having to shift. So she says, you gotta get yourself out there. You gotta do the virtual. So everything you're talking about, I have been just like, okay, Lord, Holy Spirit, how do we do this? How do I put myself out there? And do I put myself out there as a church mother? Do I put myself out there as nurse? Just really, so this is just so timely. You just don't know. You in my Kool-Aid, because next month is World Breastfeeding Month, and I will be doing 3 sessions, finding my tribe, just doing my 3 sessions out there. So just thank you. I need, and about a part about, you know, hanging back, because I was thinking about hanging back, and you said that's insecurity, where you get up front. Oh, I'm like, which I have to get up front, because I get excited about what I teach and passionate about breastfeeding moms. So I'm so thankful. This is very timely. You preparing me. Holy Ghost you just gird me up. Y'all like my Aaron and her. So thank you.
Yes. So they said that, okay, so wait a minute. So basically what are you doing now? What are you doing again?
So it's Precious Jewels Moms Ministry. So I'm doing the faith-based breastfeeding support. So I'm going to do a virtual, right now we're thinking it's going to be a virtual class. So I'm going to shoot it out to different churches and let them know that I'll be teaching them about breastfeeding. So they'll learn from me as a lactation consultant, nurse, and what does faith have to do with it? Because people are like, what does breastfeeding and faith have to do with each other? A lot. So.
Okay, so my wheels are spinning, because I'm trying to, and they're spinning. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, even within that, because that's great. Don't get me wrong, that's great. But I'm trying to find a way that even with doing that, how can we make money from that, to where people would kind of like how you have the midwife, right? So you have a midwife, because most people, right, you're midwife, right? So most women don't want to actually go into the hospital. So that is solving a problem, right? So with COVID, people the midwives may not be in with them, or they may stop after some point, so where they may be needing. So it may be even further to where you literally are that coach that is helping that mom. You see what I'm saying? With latching on, you see what I mean? And taking it a little even bit more further, and you becoming that midwife of literally helping that brand new mom. to really coach her through that, because as of right now, the hands-on isn't something that's happening because of COVID. You see what I'm saying? So really helping to, and I think coming from that point with being brand spanking new moms, with not having the hands-on, I think your business would thrive, just because of that part alone, because we need that. Well, I'm not me, but you know, moms would need that because I'm not having no more kids. Hey, I'm done. Hey. But no, moms would need that. So yeah, just trying to figure out with making sure that we put that out there from a midwife standpoint to where it really makes sense to the consumer of really what you're trying to do. You see what I mean? And the great thing about it is that you don't, and this is one thing I tell a lot of business owners, especially even believers too, you have the faith part. See, this is the thing. You could literally, what's the name of your business?
Precious Jewels Moms Ministries.
Precious Jewels Moms Ministries. So what if you broke it down to where you had a different name? Yeah. What if you broke it down to where you had a different name? So please hear my heart when I say this. What if you broke it down to where you had a different name? The name was something that was a lot more catchier, okay? The ministry part could be a part of the brand. See, this is the thing. The ministry part does not have to necessarily be the brand, because the ministry part could really run a lot of your people away, right? But it could be somewhere within the umbrella of that, but still not being the driving force of that, if that makes sense, okay? Because what happens is we don't want to stop all of the other people that may not, because see, ministry is ministry, right? So even if you have a client that's a Jew, or you have a client that's whoever, right, that don't even serve Jesus or whatever that may look like, but you may have that client, you being there is ministry for them. You see what I'm saying? You being there is ministry, where you're ministering to them, which is still all doing the exact same thing. But if we change the name, make the name more attractive, you see what I'm saying? The ministry part can still be within the umbrella of your business. So it can still fit itself in the umbrella once you break everything down. Is that making sense? So if we change the name, make the name more appealing from a brand standpoint, then what happened, it draws a ton of moms that want to get on digitally and feel like, man, she's the best, you know, not like midwife, but best whatever woman we want to call you in this field. Because now we can come up with whatever name we want. That's the beautiful thing about the space that we're in right now. We can create whatever we want your title to look like or be. You can do that. You see what I'm saying? Because now there is no books, okay? So we create a different name that is more attractive and appealing to the masses of people, because there's all types of women. That's the great thing about your space, because now your tribe is women. That's great. There is no, within the space that you're in, really think about that. You're targeting just women. Your tribe is women. You can make a lot of money in your space, because as women, we have babies. So that is your tribe. You see what I mean? But the only way you eliminate your tribe, if you put that ministry on it that causes people, only a specific group of individuals that want to participate in what you offer. So let's just adjust it, create something different with the name standpoint. On top of that, put the ministry within the umbrella. So everything you're still teaching when you amongst other people, or you are with your clients, you still are teaching. That's still ministry. You're still ministering. You see what I'm saying? So you're still doing all the principles without eliminating your target audience. I mean, there's millions and millions of women on this planet. You can have millions and millions of clients. You see what I'm saying? Because your tribe is women. Best thing ever. And what you offer is something is definitely a need. Okay, they say Lactation Nation. Hey, come on, somebody, come on, people dropping names in there for you.
I like that.
Come on, y'all, whenever y'all get, put it in there.
I like
Come
that.
out. That's good. You know what I mean?
This is Lori. Can I jump in?
Lactation
Dr. Jewel?
Nation. Come
This
on.
is Lori. Can I jump in? Because what you're saying, hey, what you're saying is so powerful. Because when I first started my business over 8 years ago, I was told, Lori, you got to do social media. You got to do social media. I'm like, okay. My social media was as simple as, I'm going to this training session. I'm going to this event. I'm going to this networking event. I'm going to this session. And it was just something to at least let everybody know what I am doing. Then that turned into, okay, I'm a woman, I'm a veteran, I'm African American. So now I started posting things that was based off of what somebody else wrote, right? And I just shared it because it felt, it gave me some value. And so I just began to share that stuff. And so all of a sudden now I'm getting phone calls to sit on this panel, speak over here, do this, do that. Now I'm a business owner, me not expecting to be speaking, okay? I'm just trying to get my money. But yet that happened because people saw my passion about women being in business. They saw my passion about being a service disabled veteran in business. They saw my passion of the struggle of the African-American woman in business, because I kept putting stuff out there and it just took its own engine. So what I love what I hear you saying as well, that was powerful about the Christianity. Everybody that know me, know I love the Lord. Yep. It's gonna come within the first 5, 10, it's coming out. But it is nowhere listed on anything I have in any of the areas that I do business. And I'll never put it there because it does automatically make people turn their head the other way and go, I don't know if you know, Lori's just a Bible, you know, whatever. I'm cool like that. So I know how to deliver my message and throw the word up in there and ain't mention one doggone scripture. You know what I'm saying? So it is about us still being able to be ourselves. And one thing I love about Dr. Jewel and what I got from her, from me, that I also heard you say, is that she's coaching all of us. And I told her that in our last one-on-one that we had in a diamond meeting, is that, because I said, I know how much value you're adding to me because of who I used to be. I said, but I know you're giving a lot to a lot of people, like my little wonderful yellow fingernails. Dr. Jewel, let me be perfectly clear. I said, I gotta take my nails up, and they've added so much value for me personally that my whole delivery has been different. I can feel more ladylike, more feminine, and more, like you say, to the point where people look at me and go, ooh. I mean, I can look at their face and go, I'm just reeling them in. And I said, ooh, this is good. This is good. He just all batting his eyes. I'm like, yeah, boy, I know you, and I don't need you. I need you to like me because I want that money. Give me that contract and I'm going to be over here all the time. Hi, how you doing? So, and it's all about that whole branding. So that thing you said about likability, the thing about making sure we post and make social media. You know, I'm not going to put a plug out there for something. I'll talk to Dr. Jill about it beforehand. But there's some things that have taken on its own. It's just, I mean, people just coming to me and asking me, Lori, let's do this, do this, do this. And guess what I'm turning around doing? I'm delegating it right back to them. And they're like, yeah, we'll take it from you. I said, good. Just call me when you need my 2 cents. So it's taken a life of its own. So thank you so much for encouraging everybody to do it, because I want to just share, there really is some proof in it. You know, faith without works is dead. We just have to do the work and then watch it all happen.
Yep, that's good.
So proud of Lori too. Your story is amazing. We're gonna have to tell it one day. Just absolutely powerful woman of God, and just to see what God is doing in your life, and it's pretty amazing. Keita did an amazing job tonight. Can you guys throw some ones in the chat? This CMO poured her heart out tonight. Amazing, amazing job. Everything, and it was everything from sitting up close to, you know, social media, all of it was just really, really good. So that means that on the next chat, we're going to be looking for everyone's face. No pictures on the next chat, okay? Everybody's going to bring their face and hopefully have their selfie lights turned on so we can see and connect even more, okay? This was really, really good tonight. Keita, thank you so much. Any last things, ladies?
I just want to let everybody know that the July 26th session is going to be talking about hiring your weakness. So that's going to be really, really good. So make sure you guys plug in. And it's not like super deep. It can be anything. And like I tell people, because some people are like, well, I just want to do it myself. But I know for me, I look at it as being able to be a blessing and employ people. You know, hiring your weakness is like allowing you to be a blessing to other people. So we're going to be talking about that. So yeah, just mark our calendars for the next club chat. And don't forget about the big stretch for those who were not on at the beginning. Big Stretch 2.0, we still have spots available where you get to have an intimate session, well, 4 intimate sessions with Dr. Jewel and Tanisha. And so stretchforthedream.com is the website for you to go in and get plugged in there. So that's all that I have.
All right. That was awesome. Keita, any last things?
Show up, ladies. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see you all showing up, getting it in, getting the bag, securing the coins, all that good thing this month, because it can be done. Get the selfie light, start talking, start putting it out there. Just take heed to all of the information that was shared and really, really go back in and re-break everything down, because I'm telling you, just like Lori said, she's like, she changed her nails, but the great thing about it, you guys, in changing her nails, she attracted somebody that loved nails, and she got a new client based on just making a small shift. You see what I'm saying? So it's the small things that you do, adjusting your hair. It brings on new people that are now attracted to you. Just making small adjustments, and it's making small adjustments in your business and things like that, and making, you know, more creative, catchy names, and just reevaluating everything. And I can promise you guys, y'all would definitely start seeing the contracts and the clients pull itself on in. So I'm just so proud of all of you guys. Let's get the bag. Let's hit the coin. Yes, sir.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Thanks, Keita. Thanks, Mill. Thanks, Millionairesses. Love you guys. Bye.